All right, guys. So we got last game of the season, round 17, Friday, April 26th. I think the picks for this week was pretty simple for me. Not that they should hit, not that it's easy, but it's just they were pretty simple. Looking at the board, looking at who's in playoff contention, looking at the table in general. So we're gonna get right into it. We got Puebla up at home up against America. America coming off of a loss against Pumas, hometown rivals. Mexico's basically a Mexico City rivalry. And that game was strictly rivalry. That one had nothing to do with points pretty much because both of these teams are just about in the same spot on the table as they were the week before. So that was just strictly rivalry, strictly bad blood. And America's coming off. That was actually a pretty hard loss from them. I was watching the second half of that game. It was pretty bad, and even things going on with the fans in the standings, that was pretty ugly to see, honestly. That's just the one thing I really hate about Mexican football. That's the one thing I hate, man, is just if you're on one side, if you're on one team, man, just only go to your home. Only go to your team's stadium. Don't go visiting other stadiums, man, because some of these people are just ruining it. Just ruining the game in general. So sad, but it's just how it is, man. If you're an America fan and you were in the Puma Stadium, my props out to you because, man, people are just crazy. You know, if me being an Atlas fan, I probably shouldn't go to any. I probably wouldn't even go to a team that's Atlas versus Chivas, and that's just a derby, same town derby. I probably wouldn't even go it, and that's our stadium. So it's just sad the way that Mexican football is. But anyway, back to the game. Not too much value in this game that I see. If you want to take America straight on the money line, I think they get like a little bit of revenge up against Puebla, but I think there's a solid chance they're probably just going to play the B squad, being that they are at the top of the table. And even if they drop down to second or third place, it doesn't really matter too much because teams 1 through 6 are automatically in, and at that point they're just waiting for which rivals are coming in out of the top 10. So the only way I see this going is, again, Puebla is a team that likes to play fast. If they're going to do any damage, it's going to be at home. America is definitely going to want to get some revenge for the last game that they just played, that it being a rivalry. They're probably not going to play with a full B squad. It's probably going to be like half the A squad, half the B squad. But I think this game is just a simple over 3. I think there's a reason it's favored. We should not be surprised if we see this game either 2-2 or 3-1 America. So that's just the way I would play it. Sorry for that little rant about the state of Mexican football. Is just you should be allowed to go to any stadium and not have to worry too much about violence. But again, that's the sad state. That's the sad part about us Mexicans. So, hey, it's my own people. I'm embarrassed for my own people.